I think it aligns perfectly in the work that I do as an administrator with the Office of Equity, specifically under our Eliminating Racial Disproportionality and Disparity program that focuses on really the disproportionate rate that Black children enter the child welfare system, the amount of time they remain in the system, and just, the limitations to permanency and all of that, and then the disparate treatment. When I look at the challenges this specific community has in terms of oftentimes not feeling seen, heard, or supported by the department, and I think about the work that we've been doing, how we truly have been taught valuable skills to slow things down, to appreciate, the individualness and the specific stories behind each person. And so there's so much alignment in terms of the impact that I can have to create and or rather co-create more desired outcomes for this population.
Who teaches us to reflect on how did that go? What are some areas that Raquel needs to work on? What are some areas that I could have done better? And it's okay. You're not alone because now you have a table of other professionals who also have gone through the same, and but maybe in different offices. So now you come together and you brainstorm of how to improve your practice. And now you're starting to kind of answer your own questions in that forum, right? Like, oh, you know what? Now reflecting back, maybe that was a bias.
Different. And we all have biases, but it makes me realize that I don't want to live in them. So to slow it down and say, hey, just to explore what that means to me instead of just saying, I have it and that's just what it is. But the next step is like, what's the next step? So this kind of work helps me to reflect on that intentional. So I'm really just trying to coach that with my staff. Like, I know it's a lot going on. Let's just have a moment. And even with our families, we were in a meeting and I was doing an observation. And long story short, the meeting was supposed to go this way, but the family wasn't ready for it to go this way. So I'm like, let's just slow it down. It actually, in this particular space, it opened up this mom. You could see the difference of her defenses when she first got in to really, she reflected. And the social worker who I was coaching at the time, she was like, I appreciate, because she didn't know what to do. She wanted to just move along.
Um, it's okay for us to not have all the answers. It's okay for someone else to hold space for our struggles, and our worries, our fears. As leaders, there's not enough, I don't think, support, leadership support. I think we internalize the narrative from wherever that we don't have the luxury to fall apart. As we are dealing with trauma every day, all day, and the vicarious trauma, secondary trauma, to the staff. But then, all the way up the ladder, we get slammed in the media, we get, all the things, for our physical, mental health, for just longevity in the field. It's such high burnout, high stakes, high turnover, um, and rapid change. So we need this. We need to slow it down. We need to reflect more.
Like I said, this space has allowed us to really be honest and transparent and really reflecting on how the work makes us feel, how we respond to different things, how it affects us. But most importantly, when we slow it down, we think about the parallel process for our staff, for the social workers, and for our clients. And so again, I always say I wish everybody could do this. Everybody could just once a month have this space. I think it would be revolutionary for the way that the social workers can slow it down and have the impact on how does this make me feel? Because 26 years, I've never had this before. And
Surprise. I've been with the department I started in 2007. So what's that? Almost 20 years now. And I have never seen anything or experienced anything like this in my time. And it just made me hopeful.